The Colorize function found in the built-ins, the Functions tab, and within our Tools folder helps us colorize a series of primitives within our scene. So to set this up, we're going to go grab a primitive first, and we'll just use a 3D sphere for this. I'm going to also throw a material on it so that we can see it a little bit better. I'm first just going to scale this down, and then I'm going to go back into my built-ins and my Functions tab. Now first I want to create a series of copies of this sphere. So I'm just going to use the Parliament to do that, and I'm just going to drop the Parliament right onto my sphere container, and we'll say number of elements equals 40, number of rows 5. We'll rebuild it, and we'll just slide out our outer radius here to something like 700 so that we can see all these spheres spread out. Now I have a series of spheres here. We have 40 of them, so I want to colorize a series of these spheres. And when I open up my container here, you can see that I actually have 40 containers. And I could come in here and swap out colors that way, but I can also use this Colorize function to color a series of spheres. So what I'm going to do is drop this Colorize function right onto my topmost container here. I'm going to click on the Colorize to go into the Colorize editor. And what we're presented here with is a series of variables. This is number color 1A, number color 2A, 3A, all the way down to 10A. And below that we have a color 1A with a color swatch and a numerical value next to that. If we go down further in the editor, we have a number color 1B, 2B, all the way down to 10B. And below that, we have a color 1B with a color swatch, all the way down to color 10B with a color swatch. So what this plugin basically allows us to do is change from one color to another. And to set this up, since we have 40 spheres in here, I'm going to divide my color range up into 10 each. So my first color, I want to say colorize the first 10, and then the second set of 10 is going to be another color, and my third set of 10 is going to be another color, and my fourth set of 10 is going to be another color. So I have 10 through color number 1A down through color number 4A, and 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 40. We have 40 spheres. So now I'm going to come down to my color 1A. I'm going to choose which color I want to start with. I'm going to start with red, and that's fine. And my color 2A, I'm going to choose a color for that. So I'm going to highlight that little color box, and I'm going to come down to the very bottom here on the color wheel, and I'm going to choose a color that I want it to change to. So we'll make it a little bit orange, and then I'm going to come back up. I'm going to choose my color 3A and come back down to the color wheel. And let's go a little deeper orange, and then my color 4A, we're going to choose a color. Oh, I'm just going to make it yellow, so I'm just going to copy that color from the square below. Now next to each color chip, there is a variable. This variable stands for alpha, so I'm going to increase this to 100% for each one of these. And then I'm going to come down to my second set of colors here under 1B, 2B, 3B, and 4B. And again, since we did 10 above, I'm going to do 10 in a series of colors here. So I'm going to divide it out to 10 for each one. So I have color 1B, 10, 2B equals 10, 3B, 10, 4B, 10. I'm going to come down here to color chips and color 1B. I'm going to select a color, come down here, and we're going to make these blue. So I'll select a blue color for that. I'll select color 2B. We're going to select a blue color for this one. We'll go 3B. We'll make this another blue color. And color 4B. I'm going to choose a color for 4B as well. And under these color 1B, 2B, 3B, and 4B, we have the same variable, this alpha setting. So I'm going to increase this all the way up to 100. Now what I'm going to do is come up to the very top here, and we have this colorize variable. By default, set to 0. So I'm going to rewind my timeline to 0 too, and I'm going to hit set keyframe. And since I know that I have 40 spheres in here, I'm going to say colorize 40 of them and set key again. Then I'm going to come down here to this rebuild button. I'm going to select rebuild, click it once, and it should rebuild all these colors. So you can see how it changed the colors here, and I'm going to hit play. And what it does is that it starts out with the color ranges from the first set of colors and goes to the second set of colors of blue. So if we rewind this, you can see how my first set of 10 equals this color up here. My second set of 10 equals this orange color. My third set equals that orange color. And my fourth set equals the yellow. When we hit play, it goes to the end, and there's a series of 10 spheres equals the colors that we have under our color 1B, 2B, 3B, and 4B.